Part 3. We left off on slavery. The thing that makes a lot of people have racial tension, let's just be honest about that shit, is slavery. A lot of people have not gotten over slavery. And while we're on that, because I made a video about Kanye West saying something about slavery at TMZ Live, slavery was not often a fucking choice when you were being brought to America. There was no choice. Your ass was going. You didn't have a say in the matter. Big African tribes sold out little African tribes. Let's keep that shit real. But y'all motherfuckers want to jump on a plane back to Africa. Okay, no, I do not hate Africans. I told you I have African friends that are really good people. But we can't hold all Africans responsible for fucking slavery. We can't hold all white people responsible for fucking slavery. It's something that happened. It was horrible. It's a tragedy. It's done. It's gone. We have not got reparations. I get that. But think about the Native Americans. They got rocks to live on and cultivate and barely survive. And before that, they didn't have any major league fucking diseases until the Europeans brought the shit over here. And plagues and all that shit was something that was a European thing that never existed over here until they came here. Which is why treatments and shit were developed. So, when you start talking about racism, you gotta go more than just systemic and biological. You have to be all circles in. A good movie for you to check out if you haven't caught I'm Not a Racist, Am I? It was filmed like in 2015 or something. But it was a pretty good damn movie. I stayed for it. And stayed for the aftermath of it. Which saddened me because they said this, and I don't believe it. Like not one fucking bit do I believe it, and not one fucking bit will I ever hopefully have to repeat this. But they said that all white people were racist, and I like to call bullshit on that. I've met quite a few white people that are not fucking racist, all right? But it was systemically pointed out, and I was like, no. See, the thing is, I don't know what systemically means, so they weren't clarifying on that. But basically, it was the system was racist, and it was set so that white privilege could be more utilized by white people. We're heading for the Jim Crow laws and shit. With the Jim Crow laws, had my ancestors known about, my granddaddy was white, they could have been voting. And some of them did know, and I think that really only worked up north because of the lighter your skin. A lot of mulattoes could pass for white people. And yes, I didn't come up with the name. It was given to some of them by white people. Don't ask me where the origin of mulatto came from, but if you're mulatto and you know it, good for you. I wish I was mulatto because then I could pass. But I'm okay with the skin I'm in, especially since I almost burnt all of this shit off. Now, the thing with racism, at its core, it's hate. It's just purity fucking hate. But see, it's hate that you can't fucking help how the next person looks. You can't get mad at someone who's born into a black family. You can't. It's not their fault. You cannot help the skin you're born in. Now, if you got money and you want to lighten your skin and you want to do skin bleaching and everything, and that happens and it works, hey, I'm all for whatever makes you happy. But just remember, no matter how light you make yourself, you're still black in the genetic department. You're still black biologically. So when you have a baby and it comes out black, you can't change that. You cannot change your cellular structure. You cannot change your molecules. You cannot change any of that. And by the time they figure that shit out, hopefully the new generation of humans won't need that shit. So for you millenniums coming out from a Generation Xer, I'm telling you, we got to change the world, but y'all are going to change the world. And it's up to y'all to fix the fuck-ups that generations before you have happened, and generations before them has happened, and generations all the way back to slavery has happened, because that's the way the system was made. And yes, white privilege does exist. No, I don't have it. No, I'll never have it. And no, I don't give a damn. So I'll just have to work harder, and that's the way it is. But here's the thing. White privilege isn't the only thing that exists. I'm going to explain that. Light skin privilege does exist, but it only exists systemically to certain people. Now, I'm going to explain that, because if that was not the case, my YouTube channel would have exploded. If a certain studio in Virginia would have honored their word of came back with the promise of Hollywood East and actually gave people chances who really want to make movies to make movies. Yes. So reverse racism does exist. There is a color wheel amongst black people where if you're too light, they won't give you a job. If you're not light enough, they won't give you a job. Or if you're too dark, they will only let you play the bad guy. And there are some dark skinned people who are evil to the core. I know a few. They know who I am. They know who I'm talking about. How are you guys doing? I don't hold a grudge. Yes, I do. And, revenge is still mine. Okay, revenge is the Lord's, but payback is mine. And if I meet them on the street, even at 44, I have not forgiven them. Okay, I have forgiven them. I have not forgotten what they've done. And if they want to start some static, I'm not going to hold back. We're all grown men now. So if you fuck with me, it's not going to be my fault with what happens to you. What I should have done 20 years ago, I will do this time. I won't make the same mistake twice. You know, but I'm not here to promote violence on reverse racism. But it does exist. Reverse racism is here and now and has always been here because you have a scale of color with colored people. If you're not the right shade of brown, your ass is going down. Or if you're the right shade of black, you get to play the black bad guy or the thug or some shit like that. And I fall right smack dead, closer to light, not close enough to dark. So I don't get picked at all. Plus, most people don't even know if I'm black. You know? So they'll look at me like, oh, yeah, well, we're not looking for Native Americans right now. But I'm black. Sure, you're black. Now, for some of us, that shit works. And they get the roles. For me, in the last 18 years, I've never got so much as a second look when I've gone to these casting calls, which is why I started making independent films, because it's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But due to the racial innuendos of them not knowing what the fuck I am, or them not having a role for a person who's mixed, yeah, we don't have a role for you, so yeah, you're not what we're looking for. If you shave your head, you might look black enough, or you're just gonna look like a bald-headed Shaolin monk. So, we're sorry, we don't have a role for you. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to wait for the role of a lifetime that may never possibly come, or am I supposed to make waves and make movies that star people like me who are mixed? My job is to make waves and make movies because growing up on TV, there are very, very few characters who are mixed that have made it on TV, and the story is about them being mixed. I'm not saying that they're bad actors. They're probably great actors, but at the same time, all right, let's go to our future queen. Her character isn't playing mixed. Her character is actually playing a white person. You know, I don't really watch Suits, but just from how long it's been on, I can go back and see if I can find any shows with her parents being there and being mixed, and I haven't because I don't watch Suits, and she could pass more for a white lady with a tan than a black woman. All right, hey, y'all don't like what I said? It's the truth. My mom's a testimony to that. I've lost her in a crowd full of white people. Nothing wrong with being mixed. You should be proud of being mixed. I am. No. The only problem I've ever had to do in life is prove to people that I'm black. And that has been a hard thing to do. I'm okay with it though. I like being mixed. I accept my culture. I feel more Native American than black anyway, so what the fuck? Will I play a Mexican? Sure. Just don't ask me to speak Spanish, because I can't. No habla español. There you go. That's the only Spanish I know. No habla trabajar. I think that means job. Now, if you want me to speak Japanese, domo arigato. You want to speak Chinese? Xie xie. I only know simple words. I don't know the full dialect. And besides, Chinese has 10,000 dialects, so you might want to be real careful on that. Oh, you're thinking I'm lying. No, I took a Chinese film and fiction class. Trust me. We have 10,000 dialects. This is one of my books in the shed out there. So they have 10,000 dialects that I'm supposed to try and figure out at least one. Thank God for Mandarin. And if I had to learn a Chinese dialect, then I would try to take Cantonese, because that Mandarin are probably the most spoken. But here's the thing. I'm not Chinese. But I'll play one on TV if they give me the job. And it's like, but you don't look Chinese. That is right. I do not look Chinese. But I can pass for half Chinese. So, and I'm gonna confront that. Because you just looked at me and like, Motherfucker, please. You don't look more Chinese. So I'm gonna give you two more stories. First, I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite Chinese actresses, Joan Chen. She played a Native American in a movie called On Deadly Ground, but she's not Native American. She's full on Chinese. Joan Chen, very sexy, got nice boobs. Played in Judge Dredd. Played in On Deadly Ground. Played in something about dogs with Rector Hauer, where she first introduced the cuss word dog shit. I love Joan Chen. She's got sexy boobs too. Anyway, she played a Native American. Let me give you another Chinese person or of Asian descent person. I'm pretty sure Wu is Chinese, but Vivian Wu played a Chinese person in Tales from the Crypt. Oh, excuse me, not a Chinese person. She played a Native American in Tales from the Crypt as Little Drum Beater, which goes back to Native Americans are biologically and legally Asian. Just by law, they're not counted as Asian people. They're counted as indigenous, and same thing can be said with Pacific Islanders who are still Asian. They're just in a different class of Asian, but they're still fucking Asian. So I do look like a Pacific Islander. So why can't I play a Chinese and black person? No, it's only fair if Joan Chen and Vivian Wu can play Native Americans. I'm part Native American, so why can't I play a person who's part Chinese? It can happen. I don't speak Chinese, but I can learn. Rosetta Stone works millions, or works miracles. So, if they can play people who are my people, why can't I play people who are their people? So in most of my scripts, racially motivated or not, my characters are either half Chinese or half Native American, because that's what I am. I'm half Native American. So, and then, the thing with that is, a lot of people just looked at me and said, oh, well, we don't want you playing that. You're either going to be this or that, but not this. Racism is alive and well. And not just in Charlottesville, where it's been a big fucking problem. It just hasn't exploded until like August the 12th, but it still was a problem. And the thing with that, I want to end this video before I have to make a fourth one. The thing with that is that when there's no person on TV that represents you, it's hard for people to know that you exist. Alright? Now, no offense to The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, because I'm only a year younger than him. He doesn't really play multicultural characters. He doesn't, And except for in Walking Tall, he doesn't really play a person of multi-ethnic. I don't know personally if he acknowledges his black side. I don't. I don't care. I like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It would be an honor to work with him. It's never gonna fucking happen. He has no idea who the fuck I am. I'm never gonna meet him, and that's that. I got nothing against him, but he could open some more doors for mixed people. That would be great. And I need a job, like an actual working job as an actor. That would be great. But for the most part, he's getting all the mixed roles, but he's not playing a mixed person. I guess they're counting him as an Asian man or whatever. And the same thing with my boy Jason Momoa. I'm a big fan of his too. But he, even in all his exotic look, he's played Aquaman. So that works out because he's played Aquaman. He has played as a Native American, even though he is actually Samoan. You see where I'm going with that? I'm not being racist, I'm just pointing out the facts that Alright, so Jason Momoa, he's hot. Eddie Cibrian, Leanne Rimes' husband, he's also part Samoan or something like that. And they've all either played more Asian characters than black characters, but Rock is the only one who's actually half black. Now his mom's Samoan, his dad's black and Canadian, so he has triple citizenship. But I don't ever really see him doing much about his black culture. I'm not shooting the man down because I don't do much about my black culture. I do a lot about my Native American culture. You guys have watched my videos. I am proud to be black. I am proud to be Native American, and I'm not so proud to be white, but I am proud to be white on some level or another. But in looks, you cannot tell if I had white in me at all. Okay? So that's fine too. And the thing with that is that as a person of color, and me being a person of multiple colors, I don't have the right to be racist. But we don't have enough representation on TV or in the movies, and no one's making a difference about it. I will make a video about that. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Comfort Havoc number 2. I hope I touched you on some level or another to fight against racism, to fight our own prejudice against people of different races, to make a fucking difference in the world. Sorry for all the swearing. I obviously didn't have all of my tea this morning. But the thing is, it has to start somewhere. So the famous people who are mixed push for more roles of mixed people. I'd actually have a job, I probably won't be able to do the kung fu I want to do unless we can get me a guarantee that there's going to be a doctor on set to make sure that I don't fucking snap my hip because the Army's not going to pay for this one. They owe me for this one for overcompensating, but for this one, as far as they're concerned, if I fuck up, it's on me. But they fucked me up in the first place, and had they not dropped the ball, I probably would have enough money where I wouldn't have to work anymore. But here's the reality of the world. I have to work, I need to eat, I need to survive, and therefore, working would be great. And being a working actor would be a dream come true. I'm James Williams Jr. Please, look inside yourself and evaluate yourself before you judge someone else for being racist and not knowing that they're racist, or for making racial statements and not obviously being aware that they didn't catch themselves. Because not everyone who says something racist is racist. They might just not know that what they said was racially offensive. I'm James Williams Jr. I am of black, white, and Cherokee descent. Notice I put that all in black first, because a lot of people don't want to claim their black heritage. I love my black heritage, but see, here's the thing. When I was younger, from kindergarten into like the second grade, I didn't know I was mixed. I just knew I was black. When I found out that I was mixed, I started exploring more. Not my white heritage, not my black heritage, but my Native American heritage. And there's no crime in the world in identifying with what you relate to most. But when people ask, be honest about it. People ask me all the time, what are you mixed with? And I tell them all the time, I'm also Cherokee and white. It's like, no. We can see that you have some Asian in you. What else are you mixed with? I was like, oh, well, then I'm also part black. So, and I get it all the time. And I'm proud of my three heritages for the most part until one or two or all three go out and do something despicably stupid, because then I have to pay more money when I go to stores, or I have to pay more money, or I have to be followed around in a store and I have to flash like the guy walking behind me, store detective. This is only $2, but I have to do this. I have money to spend in your store. I have left plenty of stores with money in my hand and no product due to racial events. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. We must stand together and fight racism. We have to address it, we have to acknowledge it, and we have to make sure that somewhere along the line, before I have kids or before kids grow up to understand what hatred really means, that we address it and try to fix it. I'm James Williams Jr. Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing you.